According to recent news, the number of inhabitants on Earth reached a consistent number of 8 billion inhabitants. Well, this led me to think about the increasing number of people on this planet. Well, many people, the majority of humanity, think that being more and more on this planet is just a just a problem for development of you know food producing, pollution, and chaos about migrants, etc. They all think that as long as we need to as long as we are able to manage manage this problem and to solve them, we can even increase the number of people on this planet. That's to say, the question is uh, whether we are able to um, increase the number to sustain the development of humanity, of civilization, or not. That's to say, we are not able to solve the problem of overpopulation on this planet. The question is never ethical, it's never about the sense, the meaning of life on this planet. Nobody cares about it. Why do we exist? Why do we need to live on Earth? Why we need to reproduce ourselves? Why do we need to uh, be more and more on the surface of this planet? I think we do not need to reproduce as long as we live to give us a meaning to our life. We need just to be content with ourselves, to realize the inner self of each of us. We need to understand that the sense of life is not the quantity of people, the quantity of sons and daughters we have, but the real meaning of life is just the quality of it, is being happy, is being free, is having our enough space for everyone. If we just keep growing and growing and exploiting the human resources, the planet resources and food, and we keep polluting the elements, we are not free anymore. We won't be free. We won't be happy, because to be happy, we need to defeat the mere idea of life as we know, as we intend it today, as we know it today. Uh, the number of 8 billions is more than enough for the civilization of the West, and we know that many Western states are decreasing their own population, because as long as the development of mind goes on, people don't need to reproduce so much as the other countries. Just they are just that are just um, following our Western nations on the path of more civilization. Well, um, the This means that the real goal of the world population is just decrease itself and taking more and making more attention about quality of life. We don't need to be many to give a sense to a state or a population. Here in Italy, there are politics about uh, letting people reproduce more and more because Italian population is shrinking to emergency levels. Well, since 2 or 3 decades, I think. So the actual government is giving money to uh, women who bears the third, the fourth, the fifth child, so that with these benefits, economic benefits, the government thinks that they can just convince the women to reproduce more, to be pregnant more. They can convince the families to have more children. I think this is really stupid. This just because it just reduced the quality of human life to numbers, to something so material and superficial. Life is not about number. Life is not about reproduction. Life is not about the glory of population of a state. Life is about each of us, each individual on this planet. If we aren't able to understand this, we will keep reproducing ourselves, we will keep polluting, we will be, we will keep exploiting resources just to live more at ease, being richer, and to be richer the state needs more and more and more population, uh, without thinking about the catastrophe we are about to face in the world planet. If I were a straight man, if I if I fell in love with a woman, I think I would choose just to have a single child to whom I can teach, at whom I could teach all the things I have inside. I'd like to teach him or her the wisdom I think I have acquired along my studies, over 40 years of studies. And I will teach my son or my daughter that before reproducing ourselves, before being part of a state, we commence us to reproduce like rabbits. We have to make attention to ourselves, to our goals in life, to our happiness. We have to realize ourselves as individuals before even thinking about making children, about making sons and daughters as they were rabbits or animals to populate a nation who is going older and older. If this nation is getting older, we just need to accept it without forcing people to have children just because they are paid to bear children. Well, this is my thought about this, and I'd like to, well, know your opinion. I'm just proud of what I think, and I think that do not need to increase our world population. Thank you for listening to me. See you in the next video.